The hip-hop world has historically exploited artist beefs or feuds, frequently accompanied by threats of violence as public spectacle for promotional and commercial advantage. So there's a sad irony with investigation discoveries the fall of Diddy docuseries uncovering so many people in the rap business and Sean Diddy Combs' orbit throughout the years who lived in fear and didn't dare to trash or cross the music and fashion entrepreneur to escape threats of punishment I'm quite frightened about. Telling you what I've witnessed him do to another human being. He possesses great power, and he's dangerous, claimed an unidentified young woman in the ID four-parter whose identity is protected. She was a classmate of Combs at Howard University in 1988 and related an alleged beating of his girlfriend with a belt outside her dormitory. The young woman in the series narrates a terrible attack by Combs that allegedly occurred over 35 years before Combs was captured and held up in a Brooklyn federal jail in September 2024, where he is currently awaiting trial on sex trafficking and racketeering charges. Maxine Productions' Emma Schwartz, a co-director on The Fall of Diddy, recounts an uphill fight to get people from Combs' inner circle and survivors to participate as they primarily emerged from a world once dominated by the self-proclaimed king of hip-hop. I do think the fear has been incredibly palpable for so many people, even those who came forward and those who came close to and are not yet ready, in a very, very tangible way, and, at least from my experience, that I have not felt as acutely before. Schwartz told The Hollywood Reporter on Tuesday for fellow co-director Yoruba Richin of Emmy-nominated Maxine Productions, it was impossible to capture Combs' breakdown without first portraying his meteoric climb and sway over the entertainment world, which fed into the perception of power and control he had over everybody around him. You can't talk about this man, who he affected, and the allegations without talking about his rise, Richin argued, not least by bringing hip-hop into the mainstream in the 1990s. ID, a true crime network, found earlier success mining the darker side of pop culture with last year's bombshell Quiet on Set. The Dark Side of Kids TV, also from Maxine Productions. The Fall of Diddy parallels previous Me Too-era TV depictions of entertainment industry titans whose abuse of seemingly invincible power left a trail of emotional, physical, and career misery before their own downfalls. Schwartz continues, the power that people believe Combs to have over them has to do with his ascension and reach, as well as the entire empire that he constructed over the decades. And one of the things that jumped out to me, that made his tale so distinct from so many other stories where we hear all kinds of accusations, is that many people today are having to cope with what his legacy is. ID, a true crime network, already tapped into the darker side of pop culture with Maxine Productions' Quiet on Set. The Dark Side of Kids TV, released last year, the collapse of Diddy is similar to previous #MeToo-era TV portrayals of entertainment business titans who abuse their position, causing emotional, physical, and career destruction before their downfall. Schwartz continues, the power that people believe Combs to have over them has to do with his ascension and reach, as well as the entire empire that he constructed over the decades. And one of the things that stuck out to me, that made his tale so distinct from so many other stories, when we hear all kinds of claims, is that many people today are struggling to deal with what his legacy